Hi guys, welcome to my channel Vinyl Beauty, or welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be doing a festive look with the BH Cosmetics Naughty palette, this one here. Super excited to dip into it. I bought it in January in the sales and I've not used it on camera yet because it was just too late really to do festive looks by that point. Now I could have used it at any time through the year but I just didn't, so today is going to be the day. So if you want to see what kind of look I create and get some inspiration if you own this palette, because I know quite a lot of you do, then please keep on watching. Okay, I'll scooch you in nice and close so we can create the look. Before we do the eye look though, I thought we could do some cheek products on camera together. I've done all the boring bits. I've done my foundation and brows and a little bit of contour, but I wanted to use some products that I really enjoy at this time of year. And one of them's the Nabla blush in the shade Adults Only. It's just such a magical shade for Christmas time, so it's quite deep for me. I do have to be careful how I apply it, but it's got that gorgeous sheen to it, gives you a beautiful glow to your cheeks, and it's quite red based, so I thought it would go well with the look that I'm planning to do. It can carry itself away quite quickly though. There's quite a lot of blush already, but I love my blush, so I don't mind. It fades pretty quickly on me, blush does. So yeah, I'm really excited to use this palette. I've got the Miss Claus Lipless palette, so the Christmas palette from this year, and I am going to do a video this week with that as well. And in fact, all of my videos this week, I'm hoping to upload every day now until Christmas. They're all going to be looks with Christmassy palettes that you probably already own. So just a case of getting some use out of those palettes, giving you some inspiration of what looks you might create, and just for me, just some time to just sit and play with makeup because I'm on annual leave now, so I've got plenty of time and I haven't worn makeup for a little while actually. I did a neutral look the other day to go out and see my friend, but I've not done anything creative in a while, so looking forward to it. So for cheeks today I'm going to use a Super Shock cheek. It's Flexitarian and it's because it's an icy kind of a shade. This is by ColourPop of course, but it's an icy shade and I've got kind of plans for what I want to do for this look, and we're going to have some icy tones in it, so I thought it would be quite a good pairing, but it is very, very icy on me, this one. Kind of frosty. I'm going to have to blend that in well because that is pretty intense. I love these Super Shock highlighters or any of the cheek products from ColourPop. They're always really, really good. Just blushing my nose a little bit and then using that brush that we've already used for the blush, I'm just going to blend in the highlight and blush together. That looks a little bit more seamless now, I think. I'm going to use the MAC Soft Ochre Paintpot as my eyeshadow base. I'm not going to put too much on, just really want to cancel out my redness on my lids really, although I'm going to be applying red eyeshadow. It's definitely going to be a red based look because the last look that I did, which was with the ColourPop Tinkerbell collection, was green, so I haven't done red for a little while, but I thought a halo eye could be fun. Well, I don't know if a halo eye is ever fun for me because they're quite difficult to do, I think, but I haven't done one for a while, so we're going to do that. Okay, so moving on to the eyeshadow then. Definitely want this to be a red look, so we're going to be going in with Rudolph, this one up here. I want to get a bit of depth in the look, so I'll be using Brick, and then on the lids I want to use Snow Day, this white up here. But I think we'll just start with the red and we'll see where we go. So because I'm planning to do a halo eye, I'm going to take the red inner and outer, but I am going to deepen it up afterwards. Sometimes I take the deep shade first, but I think I'm going to place the red first today. And that's a nice red. I like that red. That's nice and bright, orangey kind of red, I'd say. But it's not turning pinky, so that's good. And I'm going to leave this as an open halo eye, so I'm going to take it quite high. And we want a rounded kind of shape. This is where it goes wrong. If it's going to go wrong for me is in the inner corner where I end up with it too dark. So but if I take the red first, if I need to deepen up, I can do it gradually then. But I think that's working okay so far. I love B8 shadows, they're so easy to work with. They're pigmented enough and not too pigmented, blend really well. And I think this is the perfect winter palette. I'm going to use this a lot more, I think, over this festive season. It probably might be the palette that I might use for myself for Christmas Day, I think. Alright, that's about as high as I want to go. I've gone quite high. Just going to catch up on the other eye. So how have you guys been? It's been a week or so since I uploaded a video. I was working last week, but also had lots of other stuff going on as well. We had a new floor fitted in our lounge, a wood floor. It looks amazing. It's something I wanted to do for a long time. I think it's 10 years since we put our carpet down, and it was like, once upon a time it was cream. It's not cream anymore, it wasn't anyway. So that needed to go. And it was just really like letting the room down. I think flooring makes such a difference. And we've gone for like an oak laminate floor, but a really nice quality one, and it's just really transformed the room. We've got leather sofas, like chocolate brown leather sofas in there, and kind of creamy walls, and it just looks really nice, really clean, and yeah, really nice. So we've finally been able to put the Christmas tree up as well, so we didn't do that until Friday night. And then wanted to catch up with my friends before Christmas, so Saturday went to see my best friend, and we took her dog out for a really nice long muddy walk and did our Christmas present exchange. We don't open them until Christmas time, I took that over for her. And then we did pretty much all of our festive food shop. Got most of it out of the way, apart from like the Brussels sprouts and carrots and potatoes, all of the stuff you've got to wait until like a couple of days before. But everything else I've got, and it's in the freezer or it's in the cupboard, so that's great, because I don't want to be going out with what's going on with the pandemic at the moment. So yeah, that's all done. And we had a friend over yesterday, just one friend I hadn't seen for ages. She used to live next door to me, so that was nice catching up with her. I've not seen her much at all this year, so yeah, I've been a busy girl, so I didn't have a chance to film over the weekend, but as I say, I should be able to film every day this week. But I do need to fit some watching Christmas movies in as well. That's what this time off is always about for me. I always have the week before Christmas and the week during Christmas and New Year off, annual leave, whatever happens, because it's my favourite time of year. Alright, how is that looking? Trying to get it even on both sides is always a struggle for me with a halo eye, but I think that's a good foundation anyway. I'm just going to take a brush with no additional product just to blend on these inner corners. I think that's not looking too bad actually. I'm going to take Anger Mood by LH Cosmetics on my kind of lower lash line as a base, because I want to take the shadow down lower, but the shadow always just disappears on my lower lash line really quick. So I thought we could lay this down as a base and blend it out. But I don't want red in my waterline because I want to put white there. So while that's still smudgeable, I'm just going to blend that a little bit. And I'm kind of making sure that that's meeting up with this outer corner. And I'm using that same Rudolph shade, and I'm just going to set that just with a flat definer. And then I'm just going to blend that out using the original brush we started with for the upper lids, or upper crease area, whatever this bit is. Right, as I say, I want to get a little bit of depth, probably just in the outer corner and a tiny little bit in the inner corner. I'm going to use a pencil brush to do it because I don't want things to get out of control. Changed my mind, I think I'm going to go in with the shade Nutcracker, so this one here, rather than Brick. And I'm just going to take, as I say, a very small amount of that, but just to give us that little bit of depth on the lid area. I always feel like I need a little bit of depth in a look. But I'm keeping this just to the lid. I don't want to take it any higher. The brush isn't fluffy enough. I'm going to move to a different one. I'm just going to tap that colour on. Yeah, and I think that has been easier to do it that way. Okay, and then back to the red brush that we started with, or the one that we used with the red, just to blend that in a little bit. Now I'm going in with NYX Glitter Primer over the whole of this centre section on both eyes. There's quite a bit of space to fill, so I'm going in with a nice big brush here, and I am taking that all the way up because I'm going to take shimmer into the crease in the centre and use as much of the eye space as I've got. There's a beautiful shade here called Spike Cider. We're going to use that on the outer edges. Then I'm going to fade it into the shade Ornaments, which is this one here, and then into Snow Day. This Spike Cider shade I'm just going to keep on my lids. I'm not going to take that into the crease. And it's just going to help me to bridge that gap between mattes and shimmers there. So I don't need too much of it, but it's really, really pretty. It's foiled and sparkly and really pretty. That'd be beautiful all over the lid actually, but that's not what we're doing today. Next up I'm going to that Ornament shade. And I'm just putting a little bit of that either side, but blending it into that Spike Cider shade. That's a pretty duochrome, really, really pretty. Again, I'm still staying quite low on the lid rather than taking that up into the crease. And now we're going in with Snow Day, this one here, which is a brilliant white, so it's going to look quite stark in the centre, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to take that all the way up into my crease as well. It's kind of one of these shimmers that's a little bit kind of, I don't know, satiny. It's not like one of these that's super foiled, so I thought it would work okay in the crease, and I think it is. I'm just using the Moon Dust brush to apply it. Taking a tiny bit of the red, the Rudolph shade that we started with, and just blending in the crease between that and the Snow Day shade. Okay, so that's the eyeshadow to this point. Just going to hop off camera to pour a white in my waterline. I'm going to use White Core by LH Cosmetics, and I'm going to do a little black wing, maybe with a little accent of white. I'll do my lips and my mascara, and I'll be back with you to show you the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. It's got very much of a candy cane vibe about it, I think. Without doing a candy cane liner, which I have done before, I wanted to do something different. But I've got my candy cane earrings in. That gave me the inspiration for kind of what I wanted to do with the look. And yeah, really happy with how it turned out. It's kind of in my mind's eye what I wanted it to look like, and it pretty much behaved itself. It looked how I envisaged it in my mind's eye, which is not always the case when I start a look. So to finish it off, I've used NYX Epic Ink Liner to do a wing, and then to accent that, I've used the white BFF liner from ColourPop that came with the Nightmare Before Christmas collection, just to do a bit of accent underneath that wing. And then for lips today, I've gone in with a Kaleidos lip tonic. This is in the shade Collision, because I thought a red metallic lip was perfect to set off the look. It's already an over-the-top look. I thought metallic red lips, perfect. So I've had so much fun doing this one. I've not done a creative look in a little while, and yeah, I think it's still it's out there a little bit, but it's still wearable in my eyes, particularly for this time of year. So you'll have to let me know what you thought of the look and whether you enjoyed watching it come together, whether you're excited to see more Christmas looks from me this week, because that's pretty much all I'm going to do. So if you're a Christmas hater, my channel's not going to be for you for the next 3 or 4 days, but really want to cram in some Christmas inspiration for you guys that do enjoy it, and just show you what you can do with a lot of those palettes that I'm sure we all have, that, you know, perhaps from previous years, that are still perfectly good, that you can create magical Christmas looks with. So as I say, hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please drop me a comment, let me know what you think of the look, or hit the like button. It really does help me out. And just hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are, guys, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.